Martha, you ready?
No, I'm not ready. Oh my God. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Marta and I am the Cuban with the curls. Don't ask. It's finally here. The day. My kitchen reveal. This video took forever to edit. Forever. My husband and I bought this house last year in September of 2020. We seriously had no intention on, doing like a big remodel like this, but my brother stepped in and was like, I'm giving you a gift, your new kitchen. Who does that? My brother. That's who. The man. He's the man. All right, enough. I'm going to share some before, during, and after, the reason why we chose what we chose. I will leave as many things as I can down in the description box in case, you happen to want something that you see in my house. I hope you enjoy this video. Let's get started. We're gonna have fun today. Let's get it started. Now, before I reveal my new kitchen to you, I obviously have to show you the before. These are some pictures of when we first came to see the home. Just a little over 1,200 square feet, typical layout of houses built in 1959. Lots of small rooms separated by walls. 2 bedrooms, 1 bath, a dining room, the kitchen, and we also have a finished basement. That's the door to the basement. So we knew that in the future we would like to make some changes, primarily to the kitchen. It was a bit dated. The cabinets were in pretty good condition, but oh, those laminate countertops. And fruit tile on the wall. It wasn't in our budget to do any type of remodel, but we figured we would paint the cabinets and maybe do a DIY on the countertops. The living room had popcorn ceilings, and we also thought about removing that. I mean, I love popcorn, but not on my ceiling. This wall that you see over here on the right is what separates the dining room and the kitchen from the living room. Now, we daydreamed a lot about possibly getting rid of the wall and creating an open concept. Here's some footage of when we actually moved in. On the left is the entry to the dining room. On the right, the entry to the kitchen. Both of these rooms meet up behind that wall. There is another wall with a large counter and then cabinets overhead. In between both of those walls are the stairs that go down to my basement, basically right in the middle of the house. Removing these 2 walls would probably be very expensive. We didn't even know if they were load-bearing or not. It would just be a huge undertaking. Also, where would we put the stairs to our basement? Enter baby brother with his amazing gift. We hired a contractor and they started the demo. These walls were not load-bearing, so they came down very easy. They started with the one closest to the living room. They removed the cabinets and then went on to remove that last wall in the kitchen. So crazy. You could already see what a difference this was going to make in my home. I was even more excited when the contractor said, I have a plan. We're going to move the stairs over to your entryway. So here's my entryway in all of its glory. I basically didn't have one. There's a closet on the left, a closet on the right. And if you look to the right, you can see a small alcove, and that's where the TV lived. So the plan was to open up the floor over by the alcove, completely gut out the closet, and make the stairs there. My entryway would virtually stay the same. However, they quickly realized that my bathroom was part of that closet.
Pero allá está tu baño.
El baño, right. So in order to properly build the stairs and give us enough room for a doorway, they had to knock this wall down and move everything over by a couple of feet. So this is the closet, and this is what he's talking about. You come into the closet and then the stairs are that way. So, and that's the bathtub, so he can't do anything about that. He has to leave that. And you could see it better if I go this way. You see how it's cut off, and there's still, like right over there, you could see the stairs start over to that side. So what he's gonna do is just knock that down and put the wall here, right there, all the way to here, which is the entrance to the hallway. They framed everything out and built a wall around that opening. Not planned, but totally worked out in my favor because now my entryway was wider by a couple of feet. Remodeling a smaller home at times can be a give and take. Before installing the cabinets and painting and all of that, they removed the ceramic tile in the kitchen and also the hardwood flooring in the dining room. We figured we'd install new hardwood flooring in both of the rooms. Since it's an open concept now, we didn't want two different types of flooring. Now, the plan was never to replace all of the hardwood flooring in my home. I have hardwood floors all around the house, but I think they did a pretty good job at matching the old with the new. So let's start off with my entryway. I finally have one. It's a place where I can drop my keys, my bag, take off my shoes. You know, that little area in the house that's dedicated to the act of leaving and arriving. It's still not huge, but that extra 2 feet made all the difference in the world. It still needs some work. I actually started refinishing that table and never got done with it. That's why it looks that way. But I love how it fits there. The mirror as well. I got that mirror at Home Goods and it just fit the space perfectly. I still have to change out that boob light and paint my door. This is the Loloi rug that I shared in my last video. I'll leave the link down below. I love this rug. Here on the left, I put a bench that I got from Hobby Lobby a while ago to take off, put on your shoes, and then a basket so that we could throw all our shoes in there and it won't be so messy. They also installed new hardwood flooring in this small area here, so much nicer than that ugly ceramic tile that was there before. I could not be happier with the way that this turned out. I love walking into my house and having all of this space. The stairs going down to my basement are now here. My basement is a hot mess, so excuse me, we're painting. But it's just so much nicer to have the stairs over by the entryway as opposed to the middle of the house. I don't you dare say a thing about that big old TV on the wall. We probably have to get a smaller one, but we opted to put our TV on the wall. I didn't want to take up any floor space. And the nice thing is the contractor put in an outlet so that we could hang it on the wall without those unsightly wires. I love that my living room still feels roomy. That wall really didn't intrude upon the space as much as I thought it would. Look at my Maxie sleeping on the couch. They installed overhead lighting, painted everything white, my decision. I believe this is Benjamin Moore's Simply White, and the popcorn ceilings are gone. Also, for anyone wondering about the air conditioner, I know it's unsightly, but central air conditioning is definitely not in our budget right now, maybe in the future. This one air conditioner does cool off this entire space. Talking about space, I feel like I gained so much more of it. I was able to get a much larger table. I bought this from Wayfair. I think I shared this with you in my haul video. It sits 8 people comfortably. I mean, I only have 6 chairs. These chairs were gifts from my brother years ago. I just painted those X-Back chairs black. And the chandelier that was in my living room, we put in here. Almost everything is stuff that I already had, but I will share a couple of things that I bought for the dining room. Like this amazing mirror that I bought from Walmart. It is from Better Homes and Gardens. It's a 27 by 70 inch mirror and I only paid $90 for this. I love the details, the metal details, the rivets. This is a real wood mirror. Something like this size would cost you over $200 at Home Goods. So thank you, Walmart, for stepping up your game. Now, do you guys remember when I told you I was going to make my own coffee bar? Well, I lied. Well, I didn't really lie. Here's what happened. I was looking for something to use as a coffee bar that would fit this exact space, and I couldn't find anything that wasn't a gazillion dollars. Also, in case you guys have not noticed, the price of wood has gone up astronomically. So I happened to go to IKEA and I found this. It's called the Brimness or the Brims. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but it was the exact dimensions that I needed for the space. And it was affordable, which I love. I didn't want any of this stuff over on my kitchen counter. I wanted a separate place for it, so this is a great alternative. Inside the cabinet is still a work in progress. I put my wine glasses in here, baskets to store my filters and stuff like that, my coffee filters. But, you know, I'm still not done with it. Again, if you saw my haul video, I bought a black canister for my coffee. I decided to go with this one from Walmart. I love that it had a wood top and a brass handle. It was larger than the one that I bought anyway, and I love the creamy white. I put my coffee and my scoop in there, and all is well in the world. If you're following me on Instagram, then you know I bought this adorable little lamp at the Stormville flea market. Only $3, and currently my favorite little find. Not sure if I'm going to leave it here or not, but it's just so cute. I found this adorable wooden sugar bowl. It comes with a little spoon. We don't use sugar in my house, but my guests do. And it was very affordable. I think it was like $9 or $10. I love this little thing. I think it's different, you know, it's not your regular ceramic sugar bowl. I also wanted to incorporate a little more wood, so this was perfect. I'll leave it linked in my Amazon shop, as well as this next item. These adorable dessert spoons. I know I say adorable a lot. I've seen these advertised all over the place for so much more. You get 16 stainless steel dessert spoons for only $9.99. 8 different flower patterns. It also comes in rose gold and silver. It's such a nice way to serve cake or coffee to your guests, and it's just such a great deal. Love these. All right, enough of the dining room. Let's move on to all of the kitchen details. If I had to choose one thing that I love the most about my new kitchen, it would have to be my custom-made walnut island. I decided to go with a wooden island as opposed to matching it to the white cabinets because I wanted to, one, break up the white kitchen and also bring in that warmth that I love. I chose not to have it stained any further. This is the way that it arrived. I just had them polyurethane it to protect it. It's a 3x6 foot island with soft close doors and drawers and an opening for the microwave. The deep drawers actually maximize our storage space. Do not pay attention to what's in there. I have not had time to organize this kitchen. It's a hot mess, but we're family, right? I chose quartz countertops for the entire kitchen. Very easy to maintain and very durable. For the island, we went with a 2-inch mitered edge. The name of this quartz is Impeccable by a company called Spectrum. Creamy white background, charcoal veining, and also what they consider a gold. I didn't want thick veining. I love that this veining is actually very subtle and, you know, it's just not crazy. I think it pairs very nicely with this walnut island and all of the other wood elements that I brought into my home. For the countertops, I had them do 1.25 inches. I didn't want it to compete with the island, so we took it all the way up the backsplash and up behind the range hood. I love this look. I think it's just so eye-catching, fresh. I just feel so blessed. Let's go back over to the island for a minute. I chose to go with backless stools, but I can't recommend these. They came damaged. I actually rub and buffed these. That's why they look, you know, relatively decent. Now, I love these because they were brass and wood. They swiveled. They were adjustable in height. But since they came damaged, I called Wayfair. They sent us 3 new ones, and they were damaged as well. They ended up giving us 6 stools for free. And even though they did, I just still can't recommend them. My pendant lights, though, are another story. I got these from Lamps Plus. They were running a sale, $99 each, and I love them. Thank you to everyone that voted over on Instagram and helped me decide. I was so torn. If you're not following me on Instagram, I'm going to leave a link to my Instagram. Basically, I put up a post asking if I should do 3 or 2 pendant lights. Overwhelming decision was 3, and I'm so happy that I did. These are antique brass. I love the shape, and I also love that they're glass. Because you can see right through them, it doesn't make the room feel heavy, if that makes any sense. So the cabinets, we took them as high as they could go, and then we added crown molding. I've always had cabinets that were lower than the ceiling, and this is such a treat. Not only does it create like a more high-end finished look, but it also increased our storage space. Our cabinets are from a company called York. They're white shaker cabinets. Soft close everything except for the spice racks, which I will be getting to in a minute. All white kitchens have been getting a bad rap lately, but in my opinion, they are timeless. On either side of my stove, I have these 2 pull-out drawers. I think they're spice racks. For now, I have my salsa water stored in here. I'm just using it as extra storage right now. This is where I store all of my spices. It's a hot mess. Maybe one day when I'm feeling bougie, I will buy all new little containers and make this look nice. But for now, this is working for us. In the corner here, I have a Lazy Susan. This is where I house all of my pots and pans. They should call it Lazy Marta. Marta hasn't wanted to cook lately. So like I've said about 35 times in this video already, I haven't organized this kitchen. For now, this is where I house all of my cleaning products. Underneath my sink, there's really nothing to see, just my water filtration system. Next to the sink, I have 3 small drawers. My tea and measuring cups. Have not organized this. Really haven't had time. Ta-da! Hot Mess Express drawers and some other weirdness in that drawer. We have an 18-inch pantry that I am very excited about. Can you tell? We didn't have one before. It has 2 doors, one on the top and one on the bottom. In the top part, I just put doubles of things, canned goods, bottled goods. You know, it's not like I have a whole lot of groceries in here. My little Lazy Susan, where I put my oils and vinegars and all that stuff. Coffee. Have to have coffee. And Sazón Goya. The bottom one has a shelf and 2 pull-out drawers. This is a hot mess as well, but I did buy new containers to put my food in. I found all of these at Home Goods for a great price. I realize I haven't shown you my other cabinets. I put my plates and my cups in those, but I just wanted to show you that on top of my refrigerator, I store items that I don't want on my countertop, like my crock pot, my KitchenAid mixer, and some other pans that I don't use on a regular. My husband's like, on a regular? You never use these things anymore. What can I say? I'm tired. Our refrigerator is from Samsung, Counter Depth. I really love this streamlined design, no handles, and I love that. I was hesitant about going with a Counter Depth refrigerator. I didn't know what to expect. You know, I've never had one. I was afraid that it wasn't going to be roomy enough, but it totally is. I'm obsessed with this refrigerator. I really do love it. We went with all Samsung appliances. I love Samsung. This is a 6.3 cubic feet electric stove. We went with electric because that's what we have. We don't have gas. I love that the knobs are all in the front, nothing in the back, because of course, you know, I wanted to put my cutting boards up there. Monkey see, monkey do. This is a slide-in design, fingerprint-resistant finish, and it has Wi-Fi connectivity. It also has 5 burners. One of them is a warming center, which is pretty convenient. Quick little story. When they were installing the range hood, they did not pull out the stove. I put something over it to protect it, a blanket. Lo and behold, I don't know what happened. They turned the stove on by mistake, and the blanket burnt. Yes, right on the stovetop. Thank goodness for Ceramibrite. Really, seriously, this stuff is amazing. Look at my glass stovetop. It looks like brand new, like nothing ever happened. I mean, you know, it's a little dusty, but you really need this product if you have a glass stovetop. For my kitchen faucet, I went with a brushed stainless steel. I mixed my metals here because tomorrow I'll wake up and say, oh God, I don't like gold. I'm fickle that way. So this will really match with anything I decide to do in the future. I went with a brand called QUARTZ. Didn't know a lot about the brand, didn't know what to expect, but I love this. Very smooth transition from a straight stream to a spray. Really neat feature. When you shut this off, it reverts back to that single stream as opposed to turning it back on and it being on the sprayer, which I hated with my other one. It's the little things. Are you guys sitting down? Many of you might be surprised that we didn't go with a dishwasher. Nope, we didn't install one. I opted for more storage space as opposed to putting in a dishwasher that I have never used in my life. I didn't even use the one that was here when we moved in. I have friends that are like, Marta, you're crazy. You don't know what you're missing. I don't care. I like to wash dishes by hand. I zone out looking at my kitchen window and it's my time. It's a beautiful view. What I really wanted was a really big sink. So we went with the QUARTZ undermount 10-inch deep sink. I can completely submerge a large cookie sheet in here. No problemo. I've never had that before. It's amazing. If by chance I happen to have company and they come over unexpectedly, I could have a bunch of dishes in the sink and they won't see them from the living room. Just stay in the living room, okay? Another really cool feature of the sink is that it has the drain offset over to the right. I love that. It also comes with this stainless steel grate to protect your sink from pots and pans. QUARTZ also includes this little microfiber cloth that they advise you to dry the sink with after each use. Now, I did read some reviews that said that there were spots that developed in the sink that would not come out. That's the case with this one. I am sorry to report. Not a deal breaker for me. I still love this sink. Before I forget, my kitchen hardware is from a company called Golden Worm. These aren't the heaviest, but they are beautiful. They serve their purpose, and I love them. I really do. I know I say I love everything, but so what? I'm laughing to myself. I'm sorry. I'm being fresh. I'm fickle. I said it before. If in the future I decide to change these, then I didn't spend that much. You guys know hardware for your kitchen is very expensive, and these were very reasonable. My brother's generosity knows no bounds. He allowed my frugality on a few things, but he wouldn't budge on others. You would think this kitchen was his, I swear. We're gonna get marble. I was like, no way, no marble. All he kept saying over and over again is, I just want you to be happy when you walk into your kitchen. And happy doesn't even begin to explain what I feel when I walk into my kitchen every morning. Add to that the fact that this became more than just a kitchen remodel. This changed the way that my home functions, the way that it looks. I love this open design. I just can't tell you how happy I am. Rich, I don't think I could ever thank you enough. You have to know I love you from the bottom of my heart. And thank you so much for making my dream come true. I want to thank you guys so much for watching today. Thank you so much for being patient with me. I know this video took a long time to get out to you. You are all truly amazing. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you like this video. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next one.
Without you, baby, without